Previous Dhamma talk I explained four elements meditation. Today I would like to explain how to analyze Rupakalapa. Okay, generally speaking, our body is composed by very tiny particles. They are called material units, Rupakalapa. They are not able to see by naked eye. They are only can be seen by concentrated mind. How to see Rupakalapa? If you discern the characteristic of four elements in your body, you have to be aware of the characteristic of four elements in the body. Then you try to concentrate all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, you will see your body will be broken into Rupakalapa. And also, if you discern four elements in your eye door, ear door, nose door, tongue door, body door, and 32 parts of the body, you will see many Rupakalapa. At the time, you will understand that your body is composed by Rupakalapa. Okay. However, Rupakalapa are not Paramattha Rupa. So if you want to see Paramattha Rupa, you have to analyze Rupakalapa. So, okay, when we discern the characteristic of four elements in our body, you will see many kalapa in your body. All the Rupakalapa can be categorized into two kinds: translucency Rupakalapa and opaque Rupakalapa. So some Rupakalapa are translucency, some are not translucency. Translucency Rupakalapa are five kinds. Number one, eye translucency Rupakalapa. Chakupasada Rupakalapa. Number two, ear translucency Rupakalapa. Sota pasada Rupakalapa. Number three, nose translucency Rupakalapa. This is the Ghana pasada Rupakalapa. Number four is the tongue translucency Rupakalapa. This is the Jiva pasada Rupakalapa. And then number five is the body translucency Rupakalapa. In Pali called this is Kaya pasada Rupakalapa. The other remaining Rupakalapa are opaque Rupakalapa. They are, number one is Chaitaja Rupakalapa, Uttaja Rupakalapa. And then number three, Haraja Rupakalapa. Number four, Bhava Rupakalapa. Number five, Jivita Rupakalapa. And number six is Hariya Rupakalapa. So in our body, 11 kinds of Rupakalapa are happening. So either translucency Rupakalapa or opaque Rupakalapa. In one Rupakalapa, at least 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa consist, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence. Okay, according to Abhidhamma, those 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa are called Avinibbhoga Rupa. They arise together and cease together at the same time. And also, they always happen as a group of particles. So those 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa can be divided into 4 Mahabhuta Rupa and 4 Upadaya Rupa. 4 Mahabhuta Rupa are such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element. And then 4 Upadaya Rupa are color, smell, taste, and nutritive essence. Okay, how to discern 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa in one Rupakalapa? Firstly, you have to discern 4 Mahabhuta Rupa in one Rupakalapa. After that, you can discern 4 Upadaya Rupa in one Rupakalapa. It is because 4 Mahabhuta Rupa are obvious Rupa, so you can discern them easily. If you are able to discern Mahabhuta Rupa in one Rupakalapa, you can discern Upadaya Rupa too. It is because one Rupa Kalapa, Upadaya Rupa, depends on Mahabuddha Rupa. In the beginning, you are not able to discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa and 1 Rupa Kalapa. It is because Rupa Kalapa are arising and passing away extremely, very fast, very quick. So you are not able to discern. So when you discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa in either translucency Rupa Kalapa or opaque Rupa Kalapa, you should not pay attention to arising and passing away of Rupa Kalapa. You just simply concentrate on the characteristic of 4 Mahabuddha Rupa. Okay, how to discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa in your body? Firstly, you have to discern the characteristic of hardness in the whole body of many Rupa Kalapa. Then you try to discern hardness in 1 Rupa Kalapa. So when you discern the Rupa Kalapa, when you discern hardness in Rupa Kalapa, this Rupa Kalapa disappear, doesn't matter. You try to discern in another hardness in another Rupa Kalapa. So after that, you try to discern hardness in many Kalapa again, and then try to see hardness in 1 Kalapa again. You need to practice in this way. You need to practice again many times. Finally, you can discern hardness in 1 Rupa Kalapa. After discerning the characteristic of hardness in 1 Rupa Kalapa, you can discern the characteristic of water element flowing. You have to discern. You have to discern the characteristic of water element flowing in many Rupa Kalapa. Then you try to discern flowing in one Rupa Kalapa. You need to practice this process again many times until you see the characteristic flowing in 1 Rupa Kalapa. Then you have to discern the characteristic of element hardness and the characteristic of water element flowing, hardness and flowing in 1 Rupa Kalapa. After that, if you can discern hardness and flowing in 1 Rupa Kalapa, you have to discern nearby this Kalapa, another inside another Kalapa, also you try to discern. You need to practice again until you can discern hardness in each Rupa Kalapa. Hardness and flowing, sorry. Then you have to discern the characteristic of fire element, hotness in many Rupa Kalapa. After that, you practice to see hotness in 1 Rupa Kalapa. If you can discern hotness in 1 Rupa Kalapa, you have to discern 3 characteristics together: hotness, flowing, and cohesion. Hotness in 1 Rupa Kalapa. Okay, you need to practice again until you see 3 characteristics in 1 Rupa Kalapa. Okay, the last one is the characteristic of wind element supporting. You have to discern supporting in many Rupa Kalapa, then discern supporting in 1 Rupa Kalapa. Okay, finally you can discern hardness, flowing, hotness, and supporting in 1 Rupa Kalapa. Okay, after discerning these 4 characteristics and 1 Rupa Kalapa, you can practice the other characteristic of 4 Mahabuddha Rupas, such as softness, smoothness, lightness, like the heaviness, cohesion, etc. in the same way. Okay, however, you have to understand, if you clear hardness in 1 Rupa Kalapa, softness will not clear in this Kalapa. In the same way, if you roughness clear in 1 Rupa Kalapa, smoothness will not clear in this Kalapa. Okay, the other characteristics are also the same. If flooring, the characteristic flooring clear in 1 Rupa Kalapa, cohesion will not clear in this Kalapa. In the same way, if the lightness, the characteristic lightness clear in 1 Rupa Kalapa, the smoothness will not clear in this Kalapa. Okay, in the same way, if you descend hotness in one rupa kalapa, in this kalapa, you cannot find coldness. Sometimes when you can descend puchin in one rupa kalapa, supporting you cannot find in this kalapa. So if one characteristic is clear in one rupa kalapa, its opposite characteristic were not clear in this kalapa. So that means when you descend four element, the characteristic of four element in one rupa kalapa, for example, you try to descend the earth element. The characteristic of earth element is hardness, softness, smoothness, lightness, heaviness. Among these, hardness and softness are opposite characteristics. If you can descend the characteristic of earth element hardness in this kalapa, you can find softness in this kalapa. In the same way, when you descend water element, the characteristic of water element, fluorine, you try to descend water element fluorine, you try to descend in this kalapa. If you can find fluorine in this kalapa, you cannot clear in cohesion cannot clear in this kalapa. So only one characteristic you can descend. One characteristic, the opposite characteristic you cannot find. And then sometimes you try to descend the characteristic of fire element like hotness. You can descend hotness. You feel hot in this kalapa. You cannot feel coldness in this kalapa. In the same way, when you descend the characteristic of wind element, when you descend, you can see pushing in this kalapa. You cannot clear supporting in this rupa kalapa. Okay. After descending four Mahabhuta Rupa in one Rupa Kalapa, you can easily to descend four Upadaya Rupa, such as color, smell, taste, nutritive essence in the same Rupa Kalapa. Okay, how to descend Upadaya Rupa? Firstly, you have to descend from color. Kala is called Vana in Pali. It is the number fit Paramata Rupa of Rupa Kalapa. It is easy to discern because it is the color of Rupa Kalapa. If you can see Rupa Kalapa at the same time, you will see the color too. Okay, next one is the smell or odor or gandha. So it is the namasip Pramata Rupa or Rupa Kalapa. So how to discern the smell? If you want to know the smell, you have to discern again 1 to 5 Pramata Rupa in one Rupa Kalapa, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color. Then you try to observe the smell in this Kalapa by concentrated mind. If you have concentration, you can feel the smell in this Kalapa. So here we have to understand, in our bodies, each Kalapa has a smell. Therefore, when our body sweat, we can get the body smell. Okay, number 7 is taste. In Pali, it is rasa. How to discern the taste? You can discern the taste the same as the smell. If you have to discern again earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste in one Rupa Kalapa. Then try to observe the taste in the same Kalapa by concentrated mind. You will get the taste in this Kalapa. Okay, sometimes when the soup enter in our mouth, we can get the body taste. Because in our body, each Kalapa has taste. Okay, so number 8 characteristic is, number 8 Pramata Rupa is Oja, nutritive essence. How to discern Oja? You have to discern 1 to 8 Paramata again, earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, one by one in one Rupa Kalapa. After that, trying to observe Oja in this Kalapa by concentrated mind. So if you have enough concentration, you can see the sign of the oja in this Rupakalapa. So now you understand how to descend 4 Mahabuddha, 4 Upadaya Rupa. Among the 4 Upadaya Rupa, Kala is the more easier to see, the more easier to discern. Because the Kala is the Kala or Rupa Kalapa. When you see the Kala, Rupa Kalapa, you can see the Kala. And then the smell taste. This is a little bit difficult to discern, but if you can discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa, element, water element, fire element, wind element. After that, you can easily to discern Upadaya Rupa. So after that, after you see, you try to analyze inside the one kalapa, one by one element, maybe hardness or water element is maybe flowing, or after that, as a fire element, like the hotness, or as a wind element supporting. After you see one by one, after that you can understand the color. After that, you try to concentrate inside this kalapa. With the concentrated mind, you just try to concentrate in there. You try to feel the smell. You can get the smell. No? In the same way, when you discern, the taste also the same. But actually, this way we can discern with them nose consciousness. We can discern smell by no consciousness. But here, no problem. You try to discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa. After that, you try to concentrate in this kalapa, and you try to know the smell. You can get the smell with the concentrated mind. And then you already discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa. In the same way, the taste also the same way. After you can get the smell, the taste also easy to discern. If you get concentration, after discern element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, and then you can discern the taste also. After the number 8 is the oja. So oja is you cannot get this like the smell or like the taste. This is the sign of the oja. If you have concentration, you can find. But now I cannot talk this about the oja. If I talk, you will imaginate when you practice meditation. So when you practice meditation, you try to discern yourself. Okay. So this is in this way, you know how to discern 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa in one Rupa Kalapa. First, you have to discern 4 Mahabuddha Rupa. If you are penetrate 4 Mahabuddha Rupa in one Rupa Kalapa, you can easy to discern 4 Upadaya Rupa. Okay? Okay. So these 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa are the basis in our body, the basis in Rupa Kalapa. Because each Rupa Kalapa, at least 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa, 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa are consist. So either translucency Rupa Kalapa or opaque Rupa Kalapa. Every Kalapa has 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa. So if you can discern 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa, you can analyze translucency Rupa Kalapa or opaque Rupa Kalapa. So because these 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa they happen as a group. They arise together, cease together. I already explained. Yeah. So these 8 kind of Paramattha Rupa always happen together. No? After they arise, they pass away also together. They always together happen. They will not happen individually. So in our body, sometimes because of these 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa, because of the first one, a form of the Rupa element. Because of our element, sometimes we feel, because of our body is composed by Rupa Kalapa. I already explained. When you analyze Rupa Kalapa, each Rupa Kalapa has these 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa. So among these 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa, sometimes our body, because of the element, sometimes we feel hot. Sometimes our body is very rough. Sometimes we itchy because of the characteristic of the roughness. Sometimes because of the earth element, the characteristic of hardness, we feel our body very hard. And then sometimes because of the water element, our body have the flooring, no? Flooring or cohesion. Cohesion is sometimes we feel tight. Flooring is the sometimes in our body we are sneeze from the when we are sneeze we from our body flooring. In the same way, when saliva I already explained, saliva always flowing from our mouth because of your control. The saliva cannot not fall down, and then because of the uh, fire element, no? Fire element. Sometimes we feel cold, sometimes we feel hot. We feel hot, and then because of the wind element, we can move pushing, no? Because of pushing, we can move from one place to another place, and then the air also pushing from one place to another place, no? And then because of the supporting, we can sit down, we can standing. So this is the in our body. Each kalapa have 4 Mahabhuta Rupa. In the same, so you understand because of the 4 Mahabhuta Rupa, we can feel hardness or flooring or cohesion or supporting or pushing. Okay, and then because of the this is 4 Mahabhuta Rupa. Because of the 4 Upada Rupa, our body have color, even though our color also different color. Okay, and then our skin also different color. Our body get the smell. Sometimes we can get our body smell. Sometimes because of each kalapa have the smell. Because of each kalapa have the color, and then sometimes when we are tired, we are walking, the sweat enter inside our mouth. We can get the body taste also, and then because of the inside our body, each kalapa have the taste. In the same way, for the oja is the aharaja, can produce the aharaja rupa. But oja is the, because of oja, we can get the ahara, we can stand our body. So these 8 kinds of paramata rupa always happen, we cannot separate. So if you want to discern for upadaya rupa, firstly you have to discern for Mahabhuta Rupa, you systematically, each kalapa you can discern for Mahabhuta Rupa, you can easy to discern for Upadaya Rupa. Okay, now you understand how to discern 8 kinds of Paramata Rupa, 8 Awine Bhoga. It is in Abhidhamma called Awine Bhoga Rupa. How to discern, you understand. Okay. Okay, after you are penetrating 8 kinds of Paramata Rupa, in one Rupa Kalapa, you can analyze translucency Rupa Kalapa and opaque Rupa Kalapa. Okay, in our body, in the eye door, ear door, nose door, tent door, and body door, there are 2 kinds of translucency Rupa Kalapa are happening in our body. In the eye door, eye translucency Rupa Kalapa and body translucency Rupa Kalapa. Because of eye translucency Rupa Kalapa, we can see the visible object. Yeah, the visible object come to image to eye translucency Rupa Kalapa. And then in our eye door, because of body translucency Rupa Kalapa, sometimes we feel our eye very hot. Sometimes our eye is very hot. Sometimes very tight because of the body translucency Rupa Kalapa. Tangible object come to image to body translucency Rupa Kalapa. In our eye, we feel hot or tight or something, all the characteristics happen in our eye. Because of these 2 translucency Rupa Kalapa, eye translucency Rupa Kalapa and body translucency Rupa Kalapa. So if you practice 4 element meditation, in your eye, you try to discern the characteristic of four elements like the hardness, flooring, and then hotness and supporting. You try to awareness these characteristics in your eye. Practice again and again until very clear. After that, you try to concentrate on all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, your eye broken down into many Rupakalapa. So when you see Rupakalapa, you can see two kinds. Some Rupakalapa are transparent or translucent. Translucency. Some Rupakalapa are not transparent. No? This is transparent, like the transparent Rupakalapa. You can see this is the translucency Rupakalapa. Not transparent one. You can see this is. You can understand this is the opaque Rupakalapa. So when we design four elements in our eye, so we can see translucency Rupakalapa and opaque Rupakalapa. So among the translucency Rupakalapa, only two kinds. Some are transparent, some are not transparent. So this, even though translucency Rupakalapa, among the translucent Rupakalapa, only two kinds have eye translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. So because of this, these two Rupakalapa, these two kinds of Rupakalapa, we can see the visible object. We can feel the feeling about eye pain or hot or cold, etc. So you have to understand in your everybody, our eye have only two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa. Because of these two Kalapa, we can, just now I already explained, no? We can see, we can feel, okay? So in the same way, in Eador also, there are two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa. Ear translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. Because of ear translucency Rupakalapa, you can hear the sound. And then because our sound come to impinge to this Rupakalapa. And then because our body translucency Rupakalapa, sometimes you feel your ear is hot or pain, no? Pain because of maybe hot or tight or sometimes feel hot, no? Because in your ear, there are two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa. Because of this, you can like that, you can hear, you can feel the bodily feeling, because a body translucent Rupakalapa can impinge to tangible object. Tangible object are three elements I already explained: earth element, fire element, wind element. Because of the characteristic of earth element, you can feel sometimes your ear hot. And because of the characteristic of the fire element, sometimes your ear very hot. Because of the characteristic of wind element, you can feel sometimes inside you are pushing or something like this. So you have to understand in your body because of these two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa are like this. Okay. Yeah. And then in the nose door, also there are two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa, no translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. So how to see these two Kalapa? You have to practice four elements in nose door. In your nose, you try to practice four elements. Try to discern the characteristic of four elements in your nose door, like the hardness, flooring, hotness, and supporting. You try to see these characteristics. Try to be aware of this characteristic very clearly in your nose, and then try to concentrate on all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, you cannot see as a nose, you will see many Rupakalapa. These Rupakalapa are translucency Rupakalapa and not translucency Rupakalapa. So among the translucency Rupakalapa, only two kinds. nose translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. Because of no translucency Rupakalapa, you can get the smell. Sometimes you can get good smell, bad smell, etc. Because of the smell come to impinge to nose translucency Rupakalapa. And then because of body translucency Rupakalapa, so because of this tangible object come to impinge. At that time you can feel tangible object are just now already explained, are element, water, fire element, wind element. So because of the characteristic of our element, you can feel your nose hot, or because of the characteristic of the fire element, you can feel hot. Sometimes because of sometimes your nose you can feel sometimes itchy or something like that, because of your body, in your nose don't have two translucency Rupakalapa. Okay, and then in your tendon also the same, two kinds of translucency Rupakalapa, 10 translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. In the same way, if you want to know these two kalapa, you have to practice 4-element meditation in your tent. You try to discern the characteristic of hardness, and then flooring, hardness, flooring, hotness, and supporting. You trying to awareness these characteristics in your tent, and then try to concentrate on all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, you can concentrate on all these characteristics. Your tent, you cannot see tent as your tent. You will see all the many Rupakalapa. Among the Rupakalapa, all the Rupakalapa are some are translucency, some are not translucency. So translucency Rupakalapa only two kinds. So because of 10 translucency Rupakalapa, you can get the taste like the spicy or hot or sweet or bitter, etc. Because of the taste come to impinges to 10 translucency Rupakalapa. And then sometimes your tongue feel hot or pain or etc. because of in your tongue door 10 translucency, because of 10 translucency Rupakalapa. Okay. And then if you discern element in your body, the whole body, your body, you try to discern the characteristic of 4 elements, such as the earth element, water element, fire element, wind element. And then like the hardness, flooring, hotness, supporting. You trying to awareness these 4 characteristics in your body. Practice again and again. After that, after you clear, you trying to concentrate on all these characteristics. If you can concentrate on the characteristic of 4 elements, you will see your body will broken down into Rupakalapa. You can see many kalapa. You cannot see your body. You will see only Rupakalapa in your body. So these Rupakalapa are also two kinds. Only one kind. Only two kinds: translucency Rupakalapa and opaque Rupakalapa. But translucency Rupakalapa are only one kind in body talk. So because of this, we just feel the tangible object. Because of body translucency Rupakalapa, tangible object come to impinge. At that time, we can feel hotness or hardness or roughness or smoothness, or sometimes very, very tight. Sometimes, especially when you meditate, you feel your body pain. When you analyze this painful, because of sometimes because of hot, you feel pain. Sometimes you feel because of hardness, you feel pain. Sometimes because of the tightness, like the tightness. Sometimes you feel very tight, very hard. Because of tangible object come to impinge to in your body. If you long time sit, you will feel very hard, very heavy your body. Because of that, in your body, have the body translucency Rupakalapa. Only one kind in the body door. Now you understand in eye door, in our body, eye door, ear door, nose door, tongue door, body door, they are translucency, many translucent rupa kalapa. But you analyze in eye door two kinds, eye translucency rupa kalapa and body translucent rupa kalapa. In ear door, also ear translucency rupa kalapa and body translucency rupa kalapa. In the nose door, no translucency rupa kalapa and body translucency rupa kalapa. In the tongue door, translucency rupa kalapa and body translucent rupa kalapa. In the body door, only body translucency rupa kalapa. Okay, how to analyze translucency rupa kalapa? For example, if you want to analyze translucency rupa kalapa, just now I already explained, you have to discern the characteristic of 4 elements in your eye, and then such as like the hardness, flooring, hotness, supporting. Then you try to be aware of these 4 characteristics. After that, you have to concentrate on all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, your eye will be broken down to many rupa kalapa. Then you try to pay attention one translucency rupa kalapa. Okay, nearby this kalapa, the color of one rupa kalapa or the color of some rupa kalapa come to impinge to this translucency rupa kalapa. At the time, you can understand. You have to understand this may be eye translucency rupa kalapa. Okay, when you analyze this translucency rupa kalapa, you can find 10 kinds of paramata rupa, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence, and the light faculty. Number 10 is the prior line or transparent. So you can see that the color impinges to the transparent color. Number 10 is the eye sensitivity. No? Eye sensitivity means that just prior line and transparent. The color impinges to this transparent. So when you analyze, because of the characteristic of the element, you can feel inside the kalapa. You can feel hardness or roughness or softness or because of characteristic of wind element, you can see the flooring. And then because of the characteristic of the fire element, you analyze that, and you can feel hotness, and then you can feel supporting. After that, you can see the color, you can see the smell. After that, you can get the taste. Then you can find the sign of the oja. After that, you can find the life faculty is jivita rupa. Jivita rupa means the protecting. You will feel the active or like protecting. You will feel like this. No, this is the characteristic of jivita. The last one is just transparent only. This is called eye sensitivity. So 1 to 10, you try to analyze one by one: earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, with the concentrated mind. No? Smell, taste, nutritive essence, jivita. After jivita, you can find only transparent. So the color come to impinges to this transparent. So this is you can decide this is the eye transparent. This is the eye sensitivity. So when you analyze eye translucency rupa kalapa, you can find 10 kinds of paramata rupa in there. Okay, so you understand how to analyze translucency rupa kalapa. If you analyze 10 kinds of paramata rupa, you can find. So if the color, when you discern that your eye, you can see many translucency rupa kalapa. The color doesn't impinge to the translucency rupa kalapa. Maybe you can decide this kalapa may be body translucency rupa kalapa. Because there are only two types of translucency Rupa Kalapa in idol. Either eye translucency Rupa Kalapa and body translucency Rupa Kalapa. Okay, next one is the ear in ear door. Next one is ear door. In ear door, how to analyze ear translucency Rupa Kalapa. If you want to analyze ear translucency Rupa Kalapa, you have to discern four elements. The characteristic of four elements in your ear door or in your ear. No? Trying to see there's hardness flooring, hotness supporting. You try to awareness all these characteristics. The characteristic of four elements in your ear. Then try to concentrate all these characteristics. If you can concentrate on all these characteristics, you can see many Rupa Kalapa in your ear. After that, each Kalapa are maybe translucency Rupa Kalapa and opaque Rupa Kalapa. Then you try to listen its sound. And then if the sound impedes to the one Rupa Kalapa, maybe this impedes to the translucency Rupa Kalapa, this Rupa Kalapa is, you can know this is the ear translucency Rupa Kalapa. If you analyze this Rupa Kalapa, you can find 10 kinds of Paramata Rupa, like the same, no? Like that. Ear translucency Rupa Kalapa, 1 to 9 are the same, no? Element, you can find element. Water element, you can feel hotness. You can feel hardness, you can feel flooring, and then hotness, supporting, and then element, water element, fire element, wind element. No? This after that, you can see the color. You can understand the color, and then you can get the smell. You can get the taste, and then after that, the next is the oja. No, oja. After that, you can find the sign oja. Number 9 is the jivita. You can find. Number 10 is just like the transparent. This the sound come to touching on this. This is the ear sensitivity. Soda pasada. The sound impedes to the ear sensitivity. So when you analyze ear translucency Rupa Kalapa, you can find 10 kinds of Paramata Rupa too. If the sound doesn't impede to this translucency Rupa Kalapa, you have to understand it may be body translucency Rupa Kalapa. Okay. Okay, next one is nose translucency Rupa Kalapa. How to analyze no translucency Rupa Kalapa? If you want to analyze no translucency Rupa Kalapa, you have to descend again 4 elements in your nose. Try to concentrate on the characteristic of 4 elements. After you can concentrate, you can see many Rupa Kalapa in your nose. And then the smell come to impinge to the one translucency Rupa Kalapa. This Rupa Kalapa may be no translucency Rupa Kalapa. When you analyze, you can find 10 kinds of Paramata Rupa in there. What are these? Element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, nutritive essence. After that, light faculty. Number 10 is the nose sensitivity. You can find that the smell come to impinge to this translucent, the nose, the transparent or transparent. No? So this is, you can understand when you analyze nose translucent Rupa Kalapa, you can find 10 kinds of Paramata Rupa. And then if the smell doesn't come to impinge to this translucency Rupa Kalapa, maybe this translucent Rupa Kalapa is body translucency Rupa Kalapa. Okay?
Yeah.
Next one is how to analyze 10 translucency Rupa Kalapa. So if you want to analyze 10 translucency Rupa Kalapa, first you need to see 10 translucency Rupakalapa. To see 10 translucency Rupakalapa, you have to practice 4-element meditation in your 10th door. And then you try to awareness the characteristic of 4-element in your 10th. And then concentrate on all these characteristics. If you have enough concentration, you can see many Rupakalapa in your 10th. So, and then you pay attention to one translucency Rupakalapa. Nearby this Kalapa, the taste from one Rupakalapa, and then the taste from some Rupakalapa come to impinge to this Rupakalapa. For example, the smell or the sound we can get from outside, external. For the taste, we difficult to get the practice. To practice, we can use inside the internal, internal taste. Internal taste means every Rupakalapa have the taste. I already explained. When you practice Upadaya Rupa, you know how to practice the taste inside the Rupakalapa. So you try to get the taste. You want to know this is 10 translucency Rupakalapa. So you have to take the smell. The smell come to impinge. This smell is nearby this translucency Kalapa. The smell from one Rupakalapa or the smell from the taste from one Rupakalapa or the taste from some Rupakalapa. Because of when you meditate time, you cannot get the taste. So you can practice with the internal taste from Rupakalapa. You can take a step how to impinge to the 10 translucency Rupakalapa. You understand that taste can do this translucency Rupakalapa. You can decide this is the 10 translucency Rupakalapa. When you analyze, you can find 10 kinds of Paramattha Rupa in this Kalapa. 1 to 9 is the same, like the earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, smell, taste, and then nutritive essence, life faculty. Number 10 is 10 sensitivity. You can see that this transparent or this brilliant, this transparent, the taste impinges to this 10 sensitivity. So you understand. In this way, you can analyze then translucency Rupakalapa. So when you have to understand, when you discern the color also the same. When you meditate time, when you want to analyze eyes translucency Rupakalapa, you have to see the color internal, external, internal. You have to, because of you close eye, you cannot see outside the visible object. External object you cannot, external visible object you cannot see. So you can practice with the color of Rupakalapa, nearby this eye translucency Rupakalapa, the color of one Kalapa, the color of some Kalapa impinges to this translucency Rupakalapa. You can decide this is the eye translucency Rupakalapa. So sometimes we have to practice with internal, use internal taste or internal color. Okay. If I continue. Sorry. If the taste doesn't impinges to this translucency Rupakalapa, you have to understand this Kalapa may be body translucency Rupakalapa, because in the 10th door also only 2 kinds of translucency Rupakalapa, 10 translucency Rupakalapa and body translucency Rupakalapa. Okay. In this way, you can analyze translucency Rupakalapa in eye door, ear door, nose door, 10th door, and body door. If you want to analyze Rupakalapa, first you need to practice 4 elements meditation. Then you have to be aware of the characteristic of 4 elements and concentrate on 4 elements. After that, you can see translucency Rupakalapa and opaque Rupakalapa in your body. So this is the first step. If you discern If you practice 4 elements in your body, you can see Rupakalapa in your body. This is the first step. So as the second step, you have to descend 4 Mahabhuta Rupa in translucency Rupakalapa and opaque Rupakalapa. If you can descend Mahabhuta Rupa, you can easy to descend Upadaya Rupa. So as the second step, you have to descend 4 Mahabhuta Rupa. As the third step, you have to descend 4 Upadaya Rupa. So in this way, you can descend 8 Aviniboga Rupa. No? 4 Mahabhuta Rupa and 4 Upadaya Rupa are called 8 Aviniboga Rupa in translucency Rupa Kalapa and opaque Rupa Kalapa. If you can descend 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa in translucency Rupa Kalapa and not translucency Rupa Kalapa, if you can descend 8 Aviniboga Rupa in there, you can easy to descend remaining Rupa Kalapa in translucent Rupa Kalapa and not translucent Rupa Kalapa. Because of translucent Rupa Kalapa, some Rupa Kalapa have 10 kinds of Paramattha Rupa. Sometimes opaque Rupa Kalapa, some Rupa Kalapa are 9 kinds. So if you can descend 8 kinds of Paramattha Rupa, 10 and 11 of Paramattha Rupa, you can easy to descend. So in this way, you can analyze translucency Rupa Kalapa and opaque Kalapa, and then you can see Paramattha Rupa in this Kalapa. So if you want to see Paramattha Rupa in your body, you have to practice Rupakammatthana step by step systematically, and also you have to understand 4 elements meditation is the basis for Rupakammatthana. Okay, next Dhamma talk I will explain how to analyze opaque Rupakalapa. Break time.
Yeah, break time, Sayalay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for the Dhamma talk, Sayalay.
Yes.
We are going to have Q&A session. Before we start, would I like to take a short break first? Okay. My name is Sayalay. Now we entering Q&A session.
Yes, Sayalay. The first question is about how about the discern for the Rupa Kalapa. When we discern the Rupa Kalapa, or we see the Rupa Kalapa, like for the translucent Rupa Kalapa, can Sayalay give the about how about the form, the shape, and the color of the Rupa Kalapa? Like he said, like, is it like honeycomb is a Rupa Kalapa too, like said like that. So the Rupa, how to explain the color, the shape, and the form of the Rupa Kalapa?
For the color is the different person, they see different color. Most of the people, they see the, when you, the font is very, very tiny. When you see the sense under the sun, no? Can you hear?
Yeah, okay.
Like the very, very tiny, more smaller than this, the sun. Sometimes in the sunshine or sunny, you can see the many dust or something like this, no?
Yeah.
Sometimes the TV screen stop, no? The channel stop the time. When you see television, the channel stop the screen. You can see many spots like that. Okay. But this Rupa Kalapa is very, very tiny than this spot. The color is, we cannot see sun. Most of the people can see the transparent and white color. Some meditator, they can see the colorful, but different person, different color, I think.
Okay. Sayalay, as the second question, is it for everybody, they have the same Rupa Kalapa or different Rupa Kalapa? Maybe about the content of the Rupa Kalapa or about the characteristic of the Rupa Kalapa. Is it everybody have the same? like even like the for the woman and men and woman, or and then old man and the young man, the healthy man and the when they have sickness, is it when at that time the rupa kalapa is same?
Depend on their concentration. If they are more strong concentration, rupa kalapa maybe more smaller, but paramata rupa all are the same. For the woman, different only bhava rupa. Men have men bhava rupa, and the women have woman bhava rupa. Only different. Other paramata rupa are the same. But it depends on concentration. If they deep concentrate, some meditator, their concentration not strong, they see rupa kalapa little bit bigger. If they are a very good concentration, very small, very small rupa kalapa. Just now I explained color also the same. Mostly is the white color, like the diamond or like the very transparent, the color. This is the translucency rupa kalapa. We see like the very shiny, very transparent. Mostly they see that if opaque rupa kalapa, we see the only white color, not transparent. Okay, so either O or Shen or man or woman, paramata rupa all are the same. The characteristic of paramata rupa is the same. Hotness also the same. Hardness also the same. But different is only men and women, different bhava rupa only. Okay, for example, I will explain again. For example, if I discern eye translucency rupa kalapa in idol, okay, after that I see translucency rupa kalapa. When I analyze eye translucency rupa kalapa, I can find 10 kinds of paramata rupa in there. In the same way, if there's someone they want to discern eye translucency rupa kalapa, they also have to discern 4-element meditation in idol. After they see eye translucency rupa kalapa, when they analyze inside this kalapa, 10 kinds of paramata rupa. These 10 kinds of paramata rupa, that person body and my body is the same. Okay, all these 10 kinds of paramata are the same.
Yeah.
Madami Sayalay. Okay, Sayalay, I want to ask about after we can see the rupa kalapa, the translucent one and the opaque one, and we have to discern the awini boga start from the earth element, right? From the patawi dhatu. So yeah, so when we try to discern the hardness, the characteristic of hardness, we must find the rupa kalapa that have dominance in hardness, or we just have to observe which one is the dominant which rupa kalapa have the hardness as a dominant characteristic. Is it like that, Sayalay?
You can, for example, that you mean directly trying to discern hardness in there.
Yeah. How we do we have to find the rupa kalapa that have the hardness as a dominant, or just
trying to discern?
Just observe.
Observe. Sometimes you can
observe. Okay.
You understand how to discern hardness in your body. That when you practice 4 elements meditation, before you see the rupa kalapa, right? The whole body, you understand how to discern hardness in the whole body. After that, in the same way, when you analyze rupa kalapa, when you discern hardness in rupa kalapa, you try to discern hardness in any rupa kalapa or the whole body. Okay. After that, you try to pay attention one kalapa. You observe. Okay, you try to observe hardness in there. Sometimes you cannot find hardness, maybe softness or roughness or something like this. But another kalapa, you try But sometimes you cannot see, you cannot practice because of the color bar disappear. And then you observe in another color bar.
I made it out of orange part.
Okay, finally you can design hardness in
Oh my god. Okay. Second part is
one color.
impossible. This
Which is, I want to say is that this is which you can observe. Okay, hardness in one Rupakalapa. But we cannot see immediately hardness predominant or like that. But if this kalapa also predominant, when you also observe at the same time, you can the same time you can know hardness in this kalapa. Okay.
Oh, okay. So we just observe the Rupa Kalapa, which is the easier to observe that Sayalay.
Yeah, you practice many kalapa. You can find hardness in one kalapa.
So,
after you understand one kalapa, after that next kalapa also you trying to discern. Next kalapa also you trying to discern. So you understand how to penetrate hardness in one Rupa Kalapa. Okay. Beginning you have to observe. Okay.
Thank you, Sayalay.
Yes. Okay. Please I will explain again. Once she discern hardness in one Rupa Kalapa, sometimes she can see other characteristics, also maybe hardness or softness or smoothness, etc. But she should not pay attention this characteristic. Only pay attention to the hardness.
Sayalay, why some reference state translucent, but some state transparent?
Especially translucent and transparent is the different. No? Transparent, it can penetrate until inside. No? Translucent is the surface, no? Like the shiny or prior land. No? So this now I explain is the emphasize to translucency. Okay. Sometimes I want to show example like it's difficult to show transparent or something like that, but actually this is translucency. Okay.
Actually, Sayalay, as we know before, the translucent and transparent, we just know just a few years later on, because before many books they translate as the transparent.
Transparent, yes.
Before they translate as transparent. But as I know, according to what I heard before, when I meet with Dr. Monshu from Dr. Mentimun, he also said, when one time Pak Ausayadawji went to United States, at that time when they meet with some people, they maybe I don't know whom. After that, they said they analyze. They said become not transparent. Actually, it's translucent. So what the difference transparent and translucent? If transparent, we can see directly like the glass with the window. We can see something inside. If translucent, we can see but a little blur, not very clear, but we still know.
But outside is the shiny or bright land.
Yeah, of course, still have the light too with the sunlight.
The surface light,
surface light, still the same.
Inside.
Yeah, can penetrate inside.
Translucency means not directly penetrate.
Yeah, that's sure. Sayalay, this is have 3 questions. The first question is, she said that a few years ago, she had seen the Kalapa, the Rupa Kalapa. So how to know that the Kalapa is hard and flowing? Because what the Kalapa she seen before is move very fast, have the shape, round shape, and have and shiny with the yellow color. Sometimes she saw that the kalapa can have the hot and move very fast. Is it correctly he said that kalapa move very fast? It's a kind of the flowing.
Kalapa.
Yeah.
First, she need to step back to the kalapa. You know, when he descend 4-element meditation, he have to see kalapa until 1 hour, 2 hour. You understand? Like that, when you practice anapanasati meditation, in the beginning, nimitta appiya, we cannot focus to the nimitta. We trying to concentrate on anapana. Okay, after the nimitta stipple, after that we can focus to the nimitta. In the same way, when we want to descend, analyze rupa kalapa, analyze the paramata rupa inside the kalapa. We want to analyze the kalapa. First, we need to stable the kalapa. You understand? The kalapa have to appear maybe 1 hour or 2. After that, is we confirm we can see long time in kalapa. We trying to analyze. How to analyze? We should not pay attention into the rising and passing away of kalapa. We trying to discern, for example, flooring or hardness. No, if she want to discern hardness, the whole body, because she have to practice before analyze, practice systematically 4 elements, the characteristic of 4 elements in her body. So she understand how to discern hardness in the whole body. In the same way, once she analyze hardness in one rupa kalapa, first she need to discern hardness in many kalapa. But she no need to pay attention to the arising and passing away. Just concentrate on the characteristic and try to discern the many kalapa of the whole body. After that, she pay attention to the one kalapa. She observe the one kalapa. Hardness in one kalapa. The kalapa disappear, she no problem. Another kalapa appear, she can discern hardness in another kalapa. She practice again. Finally, she can discern. She no need to pay attention the passing away of the kalapa. Just trying to concentrate. If cannot, try to practice again in many kalapa. After the one kalapa, she need to practice. But first is she have to stable the kalapa. Okay, 1 hour, 2 hour, always have to stable. Always she have to see. When a few minutes see, she analyze. She cannot analyze the kalapa. Okay, first I have to stable.
Okay, sorry. But she said that she saw the kalapa move very fast. This means move very fast. He analog into the flowing. Is it the move very fast is same with flowing?
Passing away, you mean flowing now?
No, she said that move very fast.
More very fast, very
move
fast.
Yeah, move like this very fast.
No, not like that. Actually, they are kalapa are one place, no? Cannot move.
Yeah.
Understand? One place arising and passing away, arising and passing away. Cannot move.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
This kalapa disappear, another kalapa appear again.
Yeah.
Rising and passing away. One at the one place.
Yeah. Okay. Sayalay, the second question about the translucent rupa kalapa and opaque rupa kalapa. If translucent, is it the rupa kalapa is shiny and the color yellow and transparent? Is it like that for the translucent? And therefore the opaque rupa kalapa, is it the form is a kind of cotton, white cotton color, and and the color is white and opaque. Is it like that?
Just now I already explained. Some meditator they can see the shiny white color shining. Some meditator yellow color, different person, sometimes different color. So, but translucency rupa kalapa maybe shining is the shining. The opaque kalapa is even the yellow or white, not shining.
Sayalay, a few days ago, when I meditate, I try to scan my body from head to feet. At that time, I see a kind of light, like the I scan my body like what Sayalay has teach before, give the instruction before. So in this case, I try to descend like my body, yeah. The okay, sorry, Sayalay. When she descends his body, he descends the element in his body, her body, and other side element in outside. She cannot differentiate. She said she saw like the homogen, the same together. The inside element and outside element can unite together. She cannot different. Is it my meditate like this? Is it correct or wrong?
She have to concentrate inside the body. Even she cannot practice only surface. Even once she practice, for example, hardness not only the skin, no? Hardness inside the organ, like they have to understand the skeleton, the hardness of skeleton. In the same way, softness. When she descend the softness inside her body, she have to understand from head to feet inside her body. But don't pay attention to the outside. Concentrate on inside, from head to feet.
Okay, Sayalay. The questions from one lady. If we already succeed in our meditate to analyze the Rupa Kalapa, in that time, is it the concept of man and woman already disappear permanently or not?
Already disappear. If we can, even though we can descend, we can analyze our body as Rupa Kalapa. We will not see as a man or woman. We will see only Kalapa.
Okay.
The concept of the possession of man and woman will disappear at the time.
Okay. So not permanently disappear.
Not permanently. But if they want to permanently, they want to see, they have to practice anti-Arhan. Arhan always is permanent.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayalay. Sayalay, we would like Sayalay to please guide us to share merits.
Ita Wutaja Amehi Sabedam Punya Sabedam Sabe Dewa Numodantu Sabe Buddha Numodantu Sabe Sada Numodantu Sabha Sambati Satiya Idame Nyatina Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyateyo Idame Nyatina Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyateyo Idame Nyatina Hotu Sukita Hontu Nyateyo Idame Ponya Asawakaya Waha Hotu Idame Ponya Nibbana Sa Pache Hotu Mama Ponya Bagan Saba Satanam Baje Mi Desabe Mesama Ponya Bagan Labantu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Buddha sasanam
Sasanam cirang titatu.
Buddha
Buddha
sasanam
sasanam
jidan
titatu.
Buddha
Buddha
sasanam
sasanam
jidan
cirang titatu.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.